Alright, so this is page 24, and these questions are a bit involved, so we'll just go through it slowly. So we've got a beaker of barium nitrate, okay, and we've got a beaker of sodium sulfate in solution. Okay, so barium nitrate is a solution and sodium sulfate is a solution. So that's telling me that they're in water. So barium is floating around, nitrate's floating around here. Okay, they're all just floating around because they've dissolved. And sodium sulfate, they're all just floating around as well because they've dissolved in this liquid. Okay, so now we mix them together. So all of this is going into there, and we're seeing what combinations we get and if we get a solid being formed. All right, so what's our way of doing these? Well, they want the word equation, so we're going to do that first, and then we'll move on to the chemical equation. All right, so let's just write it out again, give ourselves plenty of room. Barium nitrate plus sodium sulfate. Alrighty, now we need to do the swap, the switcheroo, double replacement. Barium is now being paired with sulfate. Barium sulfate plus sodium nitrate. Okay, have I got my metals first? Yes, I do. Okay, second step then is to look at my products and decide whether they're aqueous or are they not aqueous, not dissolving in the water, and are they a solid? So we use our solubility table, okay? So you look it up, look through all the names. It takes a bit of practice to get used to it, and you will discover that sodium nitrate is aqueous and barium sulfate is not dissolvable in water. It actually forms a solid. So this is going to be my precipitate. So this is going to form a bit of a salt in my solution. It's going to come together and form a solid. So that's my word equation. Okay, now I'll just put the states for my reactants here. Now they're both of these have been dissolved in water, haven't they? And they both were dissolvable in water, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. So they're both aqueous too. Okay, so that's the word equation done. Chemical equation. All right, let's do it. Barium nitrate. I need to look up my valency table, okay, and balance out my charges, do the cross method, etc. If you need help with writing these formula, then please let me know because it's pretty important. So that's my formula for barium nitrate. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4, and they're both aqueous. Now this arrow here shows the reaction, and I've swapped my second parts of my salts here. So barium sulfate I need to write the formula for. So barium sulfate is BaSO4 and sodium nitrate is NaNO3. And we've already found out that my barium sulfate forms a precipitate, so it's a solid there, and that my sodium nitrate is aqueous, that it dissolves in water. So this is my precipitate in my solution. Okay, if I mix those two beakers together, I get a solid being formed, and that's what it is there. So, have I covered everything? Write the word and chemical equation to explain the precipitates in each of the following. Write aqueous or solid after each compound. Yep, so these were in solution, so they were dissolved. I mixed them together and a solid was formed, and these stayed aqueous. So that is it for that one there. Okay, have a go at doing the other ones, and if you need help, just let me know.